Haven't slept in a year. I go to bed, ready to fall asleep. Suddenly I twitch all over. Little electric shocks, therapeutic and deadly, until the sun comes up behind the hills. No birds fly at that hour. They made a pact with the trees around my house. But no birds but one, a mocking one. Every day, at the exact same hour. A red jay screeches like a cat just as the sun comes up. I don't know where I am, I guess. This is not my home. Or is it? They brought me back here a slave, in chains, fur, lace, strapped to the mast, in a bed underground. I stand among men, washed in white, with open heart and mouth. I can't breathe, and you tell me to smile so I can see your chalky teeth. You and the other one, a tooth fetish. Him, hiding behind a dress divine. He kissed me on the cheek as the Greeks were marching on. Go fight, I told him. There's only you, he said. Let them burn. And they did. Small children from day one, teenagers who had never been kissed, though they wanted to, they really did. I'm telling you, and you just sit here. You didn't see the broken bones of the children who would now be men. Gentle lovers, Trojan women, lips, bloody lips. Newborns crying as they're grabbing them from their mother's arms, giving them foreign, barbaric names. Odysseus, Agamemnon, Philoctetes. I'm Helen. And I left home when I was 12. They snatched me, as men used to do in those days, as if I was some kind of beauty. Flat and unripened, I learned how to dance and sing, as women used to do in those days, and how to give the goddess the best offerings for good fortune. A man called Theseus, hero by profession, was the first snatcher. Half a century old, but rugged, steely, and a bit shy. Didn't even kiss me. Only my hand, a hero and a gentleman. But that was eons ago, or years. I never could measure time. One by one, epically wrinkling my forehead. Now I'm back, where my home should have been, my bridal chamber, but all I recognize are the walls. Everything else is new. New furniture, new sheets and towels, even the kitchenware is new. In case the spoon or the kettle reminded me of my reflection before the evil. That's how we call it, the evil. We have not cast it out yet, but we are trimming it, like a kilo of green beans, half a kilo of onions, 2 tablespoons of virgin olive oil, and 3 tomatoes, ripe. Vitamins for the little one to go strong. Not let anyone fool her. I don't like green beans, Daddy. Headache. Go out. Get some air, Helen, and don't forget to bring aspirin, bleach, razor blades. There are 1,000 ways to die, and we make it a big deal. Pause. Spoiler alert. I die in the end, hanged from this tree. It's not much to look at, but it can carry the weight of my ancient name. Helen is the name they gave me, but say I was called Soula. Soula, the hairdresser from Coconoplo, the little village on the edge of Olympus. Soula, the goddess of highlights, who left her parents' village to study at a beauty school in Larissa, the fourth largest town in Greece, known for its large flat plains, and found her true love, a wealthy farmer with 2 Mercedes and land as far as the eye could see. They met at a fair and fell in love in the back seat of a car. But she was a lady from then on. A 2,000-person wedding, bishops, ministers, colonels, champagne, whiskey, and ouzo, the clarinet playing folk songs over and over, and Soula was sparkling. Every now and then the couple went on vacations to France, Italy, Russia, 5-star spas, gourmet restaurants, and whenever she wanted. Greek dance bars, smashing plates, and throwing flowers at the hottest singers. Well, why aren't the flowers fresh? Helen, why can't you learn how to set a table? Learn manners, Helen. The tablecloth is not straight. Why isn't it straight? You did not wash it well, Helen. What is this stain? You did not brush it well, Helen. I can't eat on this filth. Can't you see the glasses are dirty? Can't you see that they're not washed properly? First we wash the glasses, then the cutlery, and then the plates. You're not washing the dishes properly, Helen. Are you blind? Look at the dishes. Is something wrong with your eyes? My eyes were once green. Don't look at them now. I told you I can't sleep. Except when I doze off for like 10 minutes in front of the TV. They stopped talking about us on the news and the morning shows, and we found some peace. Of course, when I get out, they throw stones at me. Little stony fists on the face, at my back. Those ladies, neighborhood judges, coming after the fallen one who has the night in her bosom, because she made them wear the black of mourning. Young women in heat, new brides crying for their young soldier husbands, I dragged to war. The names they have given me are those one is ashamed to utter, but casually come to people when they want to make you see that even by breathing, you are desecrating the dead heroes. Well, they've all become heroes, even those who died of scurvy or something similar. But who has the guts to tell the wife, ma'am, your husband died of hepatitis C as he became enamored with a poor Trojan girl. So many women sold their bodies towards the end. You tell me how to survive starvation. And others were dragged here. Skeleton trophies, oozing milk from their nipples, blood from their hair. Sit quietly, slut, or I'll cut you. And how many are famished in slums? Those few that weren't burnt. And all that for you. Never forget it. As if I was the first woman to leave her husband. And your child, bitch. Oh. And my child. Soula. Oh, much better. A widow at 25 and childless. The deceased was shooting blanks. With the 2 Mercedes all mine and land as far as the eye could see. Along came the suitors, the beaux for stunning Soula. Roses, orchids, Ferrero Rocher. Bowing to her pedicure, promising marriage, but she just curls her hair. Roller, pin, roller, pin, roller, pin. Strutting around downtown Larissa, aloof, turning the heads of men just to get a glimpse of the most eligible widow in town as her breasts go up and down, swaggering Soula, vaguely smiling, tossing her rich, well-groomed hair outside the Piccadilly Cafe in Larissa. No one takes me to a cafe or a tavern. I'm expected to cook. But when I do, they always find something wrong with it. What's wrong with a single hair in your food? Eat it and shut up. But no, you want me to feel ashamed. Can't you do anything right, Helen? I was great at braiding hair when I was a child. It's all in your head, as Soula says. Not inside your head, but on your head, the hair. Is your man screwing someone else behind your back? Get hair extensions. Have they fired you from work? Do an ombre. Can't get over your ex? Brazilian blowout. There is no problem that Soula can't fix with her art. Did you just get a divorce and don't have a child? Champagne blonde. Are you a divorcee with a child? Caramel blonde, or intense red auburn, depending on your skin tone. The recipe for an anxiety disorder for a white-haired, wrinkled mother-in-law? Metallic, blue-black, paired with a smoky eye from the makeup lady next door. Your daughter-in-law will never say no to you again. There is nothing incurable for Soula. For tough cases, she also suggests the respective nail. If your man left you for a skank, apart from the obligatory platinum blonde, you must get acrylic nails with sharp tips, just in case. The color depends on the age of the client, divided by the age of the skank. The higher the number, the darker the nail. Once, both girlfriend and wife were Soula's clients, but neither knew the other existed, except for Soula. That was a challenge. She thought about it really well. Gave them both the same hair color, the same cut, the same nails. The bastard was in shock. Something looks fishy, he thought. Do they know? He kept mixing them up, saying the wrong names. It was not long before they realized the dick he was. His wife divorced him, got a good alimony because he was a heart surgeon, got the house and the car, hybrid Lexus, not bad. And the other went on with her life. Found a good guy, a barista. They're still together. She's not in a hurry. Andromache used to do my hair. With colorful thin pins, smiling before the war silently as the years passed. As she ran to catch the chariot that dragged her man, her long hair shined. For one moment she caught up with him, grabbed him by the foot, the right foot, but stumbled on the gravel. The dust stained her body, her dress got ripped, the wavy frill, navy blue, white, golden. I'll embroider for you again. And she started rolling on the gravel. Don't go there, Helen. Sit here. They will lynch you. 2 guards outside my door all night, so they won't get in, or so I won't go out. Should have left the first day. Menelaus' eyebrows thick and arched. You will look me in the eye when I am talking to you. And Andromache still lay down alone as the chariot passes her, going in circles, in case someone missed the dead man being dragged. Don't hold me back. I want to go to her. She lost her man, her Hector, who died of love, someone else's love. There will come a time for all of us, and destiny, on her demonic throne, throws her will upon us. You like violence, don't you? Well, that's the way that history is born, they say. Day by day, the womb spits out her child with rage, tosses it in the sea, the dust, the air, and it drowns, gets buried, is shattered, and like a living dead, it stands before us with pen and paper, the list of the century. A red flag, a swastika, a star-spangled banner, casting their shadow across great cities. Troy, Athens, erased. I am a myth. What myth? Whoever you ask will tell you what they remember, what fits. As if people wrote their own history, as if it wasn't handed to them in borrowed battle slogans and cries. The tradition of all dead generations, weighing like a nightmare on the brains of the living. But you were never there. You never made it. It wasn't your fault. Putana. It's Soula. Much better. And I'll have my own salon at the best spot downtown and all the fair ladies swarming while I'm sitting reading Vogue. How are you, Miss Ellie? Very well, Soula dear. What will you be doing today? Oh, just the roots, the usual. Lovely. A girl will be with you in 2 minutes. Dye, peroxide, mix and stir, apply, let sit, rinse, et voila. The prince is dead. Hector's dark face, just blood. Broken nose, his skin somewhere on the gravel. Don't look, Hecuba. This is not your child. This is no one. 2 seconds. Then they drove me away. Milady shan't be shocked. People fanning her, as if this was her first dead. But here I'm alone. Child? What child? She's gone all the time. School, French, guitar lessons. Her father makes sure I see her only at night. As if it's easy, all day alone with all these mirrors. Maybe I don't see me in there. Maybe I left years ago for another country and a shadow came back with wrinkles, cellulite, saggy breasts. Not even my husband makes love to me. Not that I care. Some goddess ripped the pleasure out of me years ago. Do you like it, Helen? I find it fantastic, exquisite. I've never felt like this. You're a miracle. Please don't stop. Let the whole world know that you're the best. And you, and you, and you. I think my husband has a mistress. One of those who throw stones to double the pleasure. Take that, baby. Love is hiding in the tree with carved initials. Knife, blade, nail. Wash your dirty hands before you touch me, before you serve the food. Haven't eaten in 3 days. Not that anyone noticed. I don't even wash my hair anymore. No one touches it. I don't count. 4. 5, 6, light. The J again today will make her journey from hell to the tree outside my room, as if she is the spirit of a dead man screeching in its language, death. Hallucinations, syndromes, disorders. How can I help you? I'm Helen of Troy. Is that what you call yourself? Pause. I'm not sure who gave me that name. And how does it make you feel? I haven't felt much in months, and the memories keep getting mixed like pills and alcohol. You're killing yourself. No shit. Helen! All right. Well, it won't be long now. I've set the table, made a salad, rocket and spinach, baked potatoes, meatballs, and cheese pie for tomorrow, for people who will come, as if sad, to pay their last respects. You better not bring your mistress in the house. I'll smell her. Sweat and cheap soap. By God, I will haunt you. Don't know how, but I'll figure it out. Life doesn't stop here, unfortunately. We are reborn as a farce. Maybe I'll be a reptile. Bug. Something that crawls or gets stepped on. So next time, you kill me with your own feet. Whom did I kill? My hands are whiter than my teeth. Not the way they are now. Back then, when he took me from my house, when my daughter couldn't even speak apart from Daddy. Now she says other things as well, but the first one always stays the same. Daddy, the steak is burnt. Daddy, I want you to take me to Athens. Daddy, Helen yelled at me. I'm Helen. But you know by now, I wish I were another, doing my spins in my German car on the highway, going 100 miles per hour, sitting at the best table, listening to the hottest male singer alive, and as it dawns, eating hot dogs next to the Parthenon, then a trip to Spetsis for a quick swim in octopus with some girlfriend, a widow as well, in Santa Marina looking at the boys who show off their young abs to pretty girls. No one is invulnerable. Soula puts the fire out with whiskey and rolled cigarettes. She fell in love again. At first sight, actually, with a tall customs officer. They had it good back in the day. They met at a ski resort, 35 minutes from Alexander the Great's birthplace. He lured her with his wolfish eyes and smooth, dark skin. Well, he was shooting anything but blanks, and was a bit married to a French teacher with a French poodle. Love in the first degree for Soula. No condoms, no nothing. He knocked her up good. Soula, baby, I love you, but are you gonna leave your wife? He began to stutter. Okay. Soula got it, so she had the abortion. Cried for 1 week, 2 weeks. At the third, she called the guy, told him a thing or two about his happy family and such. But Soula, I want you. I'll dump her, we'll have our own family. I am hopping on the Hyundai right now, I'm coming to you. Don't move an inch, you jackass. You are no match for Soula. It's almost time. The kid will come, holding hands with her father. Dusk is coming. It must be done quickly, painlessly. It is not self-punishment. It is a conclusion. Make any myths you want. There are so many heroes waiting in line for immortality. I give you back mine, if it ever was mine. Or Soula's, who can now no longer keep her land. There are no more EU subsidies. There were many hailstorms, and the Albanian workers want more money. She sold the Mercedes and only kept one girl. She started working on her clients as well, going to work on foot in her uncomfortable stilettos that she doesn't dare take off. A woman's charm is in the way she walks. In the evenings, she's watching American movies on DVD and remembers when one guy told her she was beautiful, like an actress. They're not that beautiful nowadays, so I guess the compliment's off. Her breasts are also not that perky, but she still shows some cleavage and turns some heads at times. No man wants to look at me. Those who came back alive, nameless, crippled veterans, limping even in their sleep, dreaming of the belle they fought for, then seeing this. Was this what I fought for? At the bakery, the supermarket, the drugstore, apple pie, X, Xanax. Soula goes to bed early, dreaming of celebrities and getting wet. Oh, to be her. And years later, a pensioner, go back to the small mountain village of Coconoplo, a goddess of old age, burning incense to purify the rooms, and die on the bed where mom and dad made love quietly one April. Meanwhile, in Troy, God knows how many months, dozens of black-clad women stand with white veils on the rocks, unflinching, only the air giving the illusion of movement, blowing and calming, blowing and calming, mocking us. The women have grown roots of stone, with frozen eyes, ghosts of unburied maidens, waiting for an end to the horror of the hated prophecy. And the water is deep at the seashore. No voice is heard from above. The gods with a hangover stagger on the clouds as we deeply bury the spear in our effigy. Everything has an end, of course. A story, a sigh, a silence. And time whirls again through holes, ditches, and brings you to another land, the right or the wrong one, 50-50. Helen or Soula. From that tree, I will hang my last piece of clothing. My hair, the eyes, the mouth that bit and kissed will be shut. You talk too much. The hand that wove waves, a scarecrow for the crops, the body that danced in the lakes, a black flag for the crowd. And so the myth will begin. On that tree, quietly, before dusk.